Hello and welcome to the Through the Pain podcast. This is a place for chronic pain and chronic illness warriors to dare, dance, and dream through the pain.
Hello, everyone. This is another special episode of the Through the Pain podcast. And today I have with me a very special guest, a young lady in the ballet world who does have sickle cell disease and is striving and is dancing through the pain. Welcome, Shania Gordon. Hey, Shania, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for joining me on this podcast. It's great to have you. It's an honor and privilege to have you. You may not know this. One of our taglines at Through the Pain is to dare, dance, and dream through the pain. So as a dance aficionado and dance lover, it's an honor to have you. So thank you again.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right. So we're going to get into your background story. So do you remember how your parents told you when you were diagnosed with sickle cell? Can you talk about that experience?
Yeah, so it's kind of sort of like a fuzzy vision, but I remember like when I was like little, I couldn't like go outside when it's cold or do a whole lot of things and make sure I drink a whole lot of water and take like my daily vitamins like every morning, evening, and night. I think I was like 5, 4, kind of sort of, that I remember of like thinking like, oh, I'm not really like the others because I can't do everything what everyone can do.
Yeah. And what were your symptoms like? Did you have the regular painful symptoms of sickle cell disease? Did you have like the pain and what are the complications that you experienced?
So basically I still have like pain, like mostly in my legs and my arms and sometimes in my lower back. Usually like when it's like really, really bad, it's like all over my body and I like can't really like do anything about it and just go to the ER.
Okay. So in spite of the pain, you are an amazing dancer.
Thank
And
you.
I know, I just want to know from your lens, how do you deal with pain and overexertion and still be able to dance?
It's not really easy going through pain and dancing because, sometimes it's like really cold and I have to go to school and then, oh no, I have to go to dance. So sometimes I push through and then it like gets better because like I try to do like mind over matter and I try to like think, okay, like it's not that bad. You're not in pain. You just got to keep on pushing through. And sometimes I'm like, okay, I cannot push farther. I need to sit down or go home and have some rest.
Okay. So I know there's dance teachers and dance teachers can be a pain sometimes. They're very strict. And it's not in, I want to know, were you able to communicate your disease? Were you able to communicate what's going on with them?
Yes, most of my dance teachers understood what I have and what I go through, but it was just like that one teacher, like he didn't really like understand, and because I was trying to drink some water and like because I was really dehydrated and I get dehydrated very easily. And he didn't really understand. He was like, okay, well, hurry up. You don't need that much water. And I told him that, like, hey, I have sickle cell. And he like ignored me basically. I just try to think like, okay, well, I can't force someone to understand what I'm going through because at the end of the day, I'm going through it instead of you. And if you don't like how I drank a lot of water than other people, then that's basically your problem, not mine.
That's a great perspective.
Yeah.
That's great.
Thank you.
Very mature response.
Thank
And
you.
that boundary setting, that's very good.
Yeah.
So now you're 16 years old.
Mhm.
And so I take it you're still going to be seen you're still seen on the PD floor, right?
Mhm.
And it's lollipops and butterflies and wonderful hugs and kisses and all, and all this great stuff in PD. I miss PD. Are you nervous about transitioning at all?
Yes.
Yes.
Because basically, like when I was in like the children's hospital and going to like the children's pavilion, it's like they're like family to me. And I know that I'll see like some of them when I transition, but it's like very like nerve-wracking and like scary because it's like way different than the children's pavilion.
Yeah. So my tip for you is to have a really great transition plan and talk
Mhm.
to your parents about next steps,
Mhm.
and making sure that when you transition, you're a couple years off. Some hospitals may transition you when you're 21, or there's other places where I've even seen it's like 25 or something crazy like that. So you have time, but make sure that you have a great plan and talk to your doctors and talk to the doctors you're transitioning over to, because right now it could be a very scary experience, but by the time you transition to the adult floor, um, things are getting better. There's more innovation in sickle cell care. It is getting better on the adult floors now, which is great. So maybe by the time you transition, it'll be fantastic. You still have some time. So don't worry so much about it.
Okay, thank you.
Now let's make a transition of our own. I want to talk more about our dancing here. This is dancing. How long have you been dancing?
I've been dancing since fourth grade, since I was 9. And then I moved into Richmond and I kept on dancing.
Okay. So how do you do shows like every year? Do you do recitals every year or just multiple shows? How is that going?
Yes, so my main dance studio, which is Central Virginia Dance Academy, we always have a Nutcracker. And now we have a spring showcase, which we are doing Swan Lake.
Okay.
And we have then we have like regular like showcase, like recital. It will be in June. We always have it every year and it's so much fun. And then I go to Henrico High School for Center for the Arts dance, and we have a spring showcase and I believe a fall showcase. And now today actually is our last spring showcase day. So I'm very excited.
All right. I'm excited for you. Please send us some content. Please send me videos. I'm going to be following you and tracking you along the way. And of course, we're going to repost and share on our Through the Pain podcast Instagram page and our stories. So definitely we're going to be tracking you.
Thank you.
So before you go, for those of you who are watching us on camera, via video or YouTube, you can see I have my Dance Through the Pain shirt. And I want to honor you. First, I'm going to send you a Dance Through the Pain shirt. But I also, in honor of you, would like to make this shirt an official Shania Gordon shirt and sell it on behalf of you. And most of the proceeds will go to your choice of nonprofit. So thank you so much. I'm so excited that you're here. And thank you so much for being a part of the Through the Pain podcast. And we look forward to seeing you shine.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it a lot.
You're welcome, dear.
For tools, merchandise, and additional information, log on to our website, www.throughthepain.org. This has been a Public Praise Media production.